When I first heard of AI art, I got very intrigued by the new technology and became eager to try it out. But as time passed, problems have begun to arise at an alarming rate. These problems, if not resolved, will be at the detriment of the art community as a whole. Hi everyone, my name is Nisa Deyi and welcome to my YouTube channel. Before I review these issues, I'd like to quickly break down what AI is to the best of my ability based on the research I have done. As we all know, AI is artificial intelligence. I believe techtarget.com has the definition broken down into the most simplified explanation, as it described AI as this. Artificial intelligence is the simulation of human intelligence processed by machines, especially computer systems. So basically, AI is created by computer systems rather than human intelligence. But this is not entirely factual. AI relies on database, and this database is fed by millions of incredible art created by highly skilled human artists, only to disguise it as being somewhat original. Those celebrating AI art superiority over us mere artists, I'd like to educate you. AI art is nothing without art that has already been created by humans. If all the artists in the world stop creating new art for the next century, this will directly impact the art AI can produce. Art will become outdated and repetitive. The same thing goes for anything on the internet, really. If we all stopped uploading information and data on the web, the internet would become unreliable and outdated. If you like my content so far, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to my channel. That will help my channel to grow. And now, let's get back to the video. At this point, you guys can already guess my opinion on AI art. But I also want to hear some opinions from the other side. So I gathered some comments in a Instagram post about AI. Those comparing the AI learning process to a human's journey to their art really miss the point. AI are programmed to just automatically mesh together other artists' work, and they do not have a human judgment which gather from their personal vision acquired from their emotions and life experience, which is where the value and uniqueness of their art comes from. Yes, artists too learn from other artists' work, but the inherent difference is that the stylistic choices are made with thought and reason behind. AI art isn't art. It is artificial. It is just artificially generated images. Maybe the process of AI is made to resemble that of human, but it is not just the same. I agree with this person 100%. They highlight some of the points that pro AI people use. Also, there are two essential elements to creating art that an AI can never ever do: imagination and stylization. AI has no capability to imagine. They are not humans, so they cannot imagine. And stylization is based on human experience and uniqueness. So, yeah, that is why AI will always need to rely on human art. I can't believe I just used the term human art, because we have reached that point, I guess, I don't know, we have to make a clear distinction these days, because that reminds me, I saw this post crediting AI art for the artwork, but the art was actually done by a real human being. And that is another problem that we are going to see more of in the art community. Like, we already had so much issue with people not crediting the right artists. Now people can just use the excuse that, oh, they thought it was AI that created the art, when it is actually a human being that created the art for hours. That's just me venting. I'll go back to my point. I'll go back to another comment that I saw. This says, we also hold people accountable for plagiarism when the influence crosses over into straight up copying. How will AI algorithms going to be held accountable for plagiarizing someone's work? It will happen, only a matter of time. Obviously, it won't be a conscious choice, but it will happen. You know what? This is so true. Another pro AI sentiment is that humans copy each other too. But the truth is that the art community has never been okay with copying and plagiarism. So why would we be okay with it for AI? Like, why would AI be an exemption if we have been condemning it for years and years in the art community? That's just something to think about. Here is a comment that is pro AI. I'll just start from here where it says, because maybe Eric wanted to draw like Kirby, but his human flaws got in the way. It happens. Every artist coming up knows this. Part of the reason they become an artist is because they admired other artists, so they copied them. But because they have their own limitations of understanding what they were copying, they could never be what they actually wanted to be. And the end result becomes their style. Style isn't to be romanticized. Certainly, some artists intentionally create a style, while others land on a style because of their own flaws. Hence, the common excuse artists give for when they get asked why there's an obvious flaw in their work, e.g., bad anatomy. They answer, oh, that's just my style. That's just how I draw hands. My point being, if an artist could directly copy the style of another, then they probably would. How is that any different to what AI is doing? Take your biases out of the argument if you can. Yeah, it is true that most artists become artists out of admiration for other talented artists. And yes, our style is influenced by our limitations, but I wholeheartedly disagree with the sentiment that artists' ultimate goal is to copy others' style. That is factually untrue. One of the most popular questions asked by beginner artists is, how did you find your style? Not how can I copy your style? Every artist wants to have their own distinct, unique style, not copy others. They might copy other styles as a learning tool, but it is not the ultimate goal. By the way, since we are on the topic of style, can we just address something very quickly? One of the biggest, most unethical things with AI arts as of recent is the use of AI to mimic / replicate an artist's unique style. Having a recognizable, distinct style is very hard to achieve. Having a recognizable style is like becomes part of your brand. Like, people see your art, they recognize your style instantly. That is your brand, that is your identity. We already have to deal with people impersonating artists. This will only make it a lot worse. There are so many thoughts I have on this, but it will make the video extra long, so I'm just going to keep it short and stop right here. Before I conclude, I just want to clarify something. The only similarity between AI art and digital art is that they are both digital. AI art has more similarity to traditional art than it does to AI, so they should never be compared or put in the same category. Because I have seen some people say that there was also pushback on digital art when it first came, so that's why there's a lot of pushback on AI, which is just not correct. The thing is, digital tools actually enables the artist skill, while AI does not require any artistic skill. You cannot create digital art without being an artist in the first place, but it is very possible to do so with AI. Do I think AI is inherently going to stop artists from getting work? I don't think so. But it will limit opportunities given to artists and reduce the work available to real artists. And I think it's just going to be a big problem if AI continues to improve, but it will not explicitly erase artists. Before I end this video, I would just like to read this comment. I think it just perfectly summarizes what I feel and what I feel in my heart. Artists have been disrespected and undervalued for years, and only recently started to take back some control of their art thanks to freelance opportunities through social media. After all, corporations own their art if they work for them. Also, because it takes literally years of studies and practice to become good at this skill, and people deserve appropriate compensation for their work. This all anti-artist, anti-paying artist rhetoric from individual consumer like you is just proving how little respect people have for artists and their work and their careers. And that is where I'm going to leave the video for today. Thank you so much for watching and have a lovely day. Bye bye.